So today I will discuss about the practical transformer with resistance and leakage reactance. Here in generally transformer we have primary winding as well as the secondary winding. Okay, so where we should give supply, so that we can call it as the primary winding, where we are taking output, that we can call it as the secondary side of the transformer. So for transformer always we are applying the AC, always we are applying AC supply, so we are getting alternating flux only, so for transformer we are giving supply is the AC and we are taking output is also AC only. Okay, here in transformer primary side we have resistance is the primary resistance and reactance is the primary reactance. Okay, R1 is the primary resistance, X1 is the primary leakage reactance and Z1 is the primary impedance, primary side of the impedance. Similarly we have Z2 is the secondary impedance and X2 is the secondary leakage reactance and R2 is the secondary resistance. Okay, so here when we are applying AC supply to the primary winding of the transformer, the current flowing through the primary winding of the transformer, when the current flowing through the primary winding of the transformer, here the flux will be produced in the transformer. That flux is the alternating flux. That flux we can call it on primary side self flux. Same flux will be appear on secondary side of this transformer also. That flux we can call it as the mutual flux. Okay, so now we got the flux. So that flux now is links with the coil. From the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, when the conductor or coil is links with the magnetic flux, an EMF is induced in this. Okay, so we'll get the primary induced EMF on primary side of the transformer. Okay, so same flux will be appear on secondary side of the secondary winding of the transformer. So that flux is also links with the secondary winding of the transformer. From the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, what happened? An EMF is induced in that. How we will get the induced EMF? So when the conductor or coil is links with the magnetic flux, an EMF is induced in this coil. Okay, so here we will get the secondary induced EMF because of the mutual induction principle. Okay, because of the mutual induction principle. There is no electrical connection between these two coils. These two coils are electrically separated but magnetically coupled. We should wound the primary winding and secondary winding on same magnetic core. Okay, we should wound the primary winding and secondary winding on same magnetic core. Okay, so in this we have resistance as well as the reactance. AC we can call it as the impedance. Impedance is the combination for resistance as well as the reactance. So R1 and R2 we can call it as the primary and secondary resistance. Okay, primary and secondary winding resistance, and X1 X2 is the leakage reactance of primary and secondary winding respectively. Okay, and Z1 and Z2 are the primary and secondary impedances, primary and secondary winding impedances. So Z1 equals to what we can write? R1 plus jx1 and Z2 equals to R2 plus jx2. J is the R is the real component, X is the imaginary component. Okay, so here we have some voltage drop. Okay, so V1 equals to E1 plus I1 R1 plus jx1. So that should be on primary side. V1 is the applied voltage and E1 is the primary induced EMF and I1 is the primary current, R1 is the primary winding resistance and X1 is the primary winding leakage reactance. Okay, so and similarly we have on secondary side also. V2 is the terminal voltage on secondary side and E2 is the secondary induced EMF, I2 is the secondary current, R2 is the secondary resistance, X2 is the secondary leakage reactance. Okay, V1 is the supply voltage of primary winding and V2 is the terminal voltage of secondary winding. Similarly, E1 and E2 is the induced EMF in primary and secondary windings respectively. Okay, so we have resistance and reactance of the transformer. Here the resistance of the transformer is defined as the internal resistance of both primary and secondary windings. We have resistance, definitely we have internal resistance for primary and secondary windings. Okay, in an actual transformer the primary and the secondary windings have some resistance windings. Okay, some resistance represented by R1 and R2. In actual transformer we have primary resistance and secondary resistance. We can represent with primary resistance is R1 and secondary resistance is R2, and similarly reactances also we can represent. Primary reactance is X1 and secondary reactance is X2. So, and K is the transformation ratio. Okay, so we have to make the calculations easy. The resistances and reactances can be transferred to either side. That means either all the primary terms are referred to the secondary side or all the secondary terms are referred to the primary side. So the resistive and the reactive drops in the primary and secondary side are as, so the resistive drop in the secondary side is the I2R2. Resistive drop in the secondary side is the I2R2 and reactive drop in the secondary side is the I2X2. Similarly, we have resistive drop in the primary side I1R1. Reactive drop in the primary side is the I1X1. Okay, so here resistive drop in the primary side, that is nothing but I2R2, and that means secondary current and secondary winding resistance. Okay, so reactive drop in the secondary winding is equals to I2X2. That means secondary current and secondary winding reactance, secondary winding reactance. Similarly, we have resistive drop in the primary side, that is the I1R1. Primary current and primary winding resistance. Reactive drop in the primary side is the I1X1. I1 is the primary current, X1 is the primary winding reactance. Okay, so now the transformation ratio K, primary resistive and reactive drop as referred to secondary side. Okay, we can refer the primary resistive and reactive drops, means R1 and X1 we can refer on secondary side. Okay, then K times, that is K into I1R1, K into I1X1 will get. If I1 is substituted equal to KI2, then we have primary resistive and reactive drop referred to secondary side. Primary resistive and R1 and X1 we can refer in secondary side equal to K square I2 R1 and K square I2 X1. Okay, so we'll get the diagram K square R1, K square X1, R2 X2. Okay, here K into V1, K into V1, applied voltage. V1 is the applied voltage on primary, V2 is the terminal voltage on secondary. Okay, I1 is the primary current, I2 is the secondary current. Okay, and R1 is the primary winding resistance, X1 is the primary leakage reactance, R2 is the secondary winding resistance, X2 is the secondary leakage reactance. Here the total resistive drop in a transformer K square I2 R1 plus I2 R2, that is equals to I2 K square R1 plus R2. Total reactive drop in a transformer K square I2 X1 plus I2 X2, that is equals to I2 into K square X1 plus X2. Okay, here we have total resistive drop as well as the total reactive drop. Okay, here in practical transformer we have losses. Okay, what are that losses means? We have two types of losses in generally. One is the core losses and one more is the copper losses. Here core losses we have two classifications, hysteresis and eddy current loss, hysteresis and eddy current loss, and one more is the copper loss we have. In core loss we'll get an transformer, that is nothing but because of the magnetic core we'll get losses. Okay, how we should reduce that losses? We can maintain good magnetic material, good magnetic core, and we can reduce the hysteresis and eddy current loss. Okay, when we have the hysteresis loss we can reduce the hysteresis loop, then the hysteresis loss will be reduces. So when we are reducing the eddy current losses, the circulating currents will be less. When we have the circulating currents will be less, the eddy current loss will be reduced. At the time of manufacturing we can decide the core losses. Okay, so after that the core losses may not be increased or decreased, that are fixed. Next we have copper losses. Copper losses are the variable losses. Okay, I square R, copper losses is also called it as the I square R losses. Okay, so based on load we can get the losses, copper losses. Okay, this is about the practical transformer. In practical transformer definitely we have resistance effect and also we have leakage reactance effect. Here transformer magnetic core we can made with many thin number of laminations. Okay, the magnetic core we can made with many number of laminations. Each and every laminated material is insulating with each other, so we can reduce the losses. When we are reducing the losses, automatically the efficiency will be increased. Always we should expect the good efficiency. So how we will get the good efficiency? By decreasing the losses we can increase the efficiency. So when we are maintaining the thin laminations of the magnetic core, when we are considering the thin laminations of the magnetic core, and each and every lamination should be insulated from each other, so the heat will be reduced and the losses will be reduced. When we have the thin number of laminations, the current can pass easily through these laminations. Okay, the current can pass easily through these laminations, so automatically the losses will be reduced. So when losses will be reduced, automatically the efficiency of the transformer will also be increased. So here the applied voltage is the V1, induced EMF on primary side is the E1, and primary current is the I1. Okay, and primary number of turns are the N1, and secondary side number of turns, secondary number of turns is the N2, secondary induced EMF is the E2, secondary current is the I2, and terminal voltage on secondary side is the V2. Similarly, we have impedance, that means resistance and reactances also we have on two sides, primary as well as the secondary side. So impedance Z1 equals to R1 plus JX1, primary impedance, primary winding resistance, primary leakage reactance. Z2 equals to R2 plus JX2. R2 is the primary winding resistance, secondary winding resistance, X2 is the secondary leakage reactance, Z2 is the secondary impedance. This is about the practical transformer with leakage reactance and resistance.